Herald beats.
Some disturbing images.
On a cold winter's night in 2012, we crossed into Syria, and this is what we saw. A popular uprising that would eventually turn to war. We witnessed those who'd call for changes take up arms. Weapons were smuggled in as a new rebel force emerged. By the summer of 2012, the revolution had become a civil war. We saw street battles rage as the death toll rose. Under fire and under pressure, the regime unleashed ever greater firepower.
Breaking news from Chile, where a massive earthquake has killed at least 78 people and triggered a tsunami.
This is a big one. The magnitude 8.8 quake struck during the night and was much more powerful than the one that devastated Haiti, which was a magnitude 7.0. Severe aftershocks were felt this morning. Tsunami warnings are up for Hawaii, Alaska, and the coastal areas of California and Oregon.
"1780 was an odd year. 1780 was also the year of New England's dark day. On May 18th, 1780, the sun was an unusual red color. This was the eve of New England's dark day. A dark cloud bank had obscured the sun. Later that evening, the wind changed from the west to the east, and it brought in a fog bank. As dawn came, the skies were clear, but by 10 a.m., the obscuration had begun. A black mist had blotted out the sun. Morning had surrendered to night. Panic sets in. A sheet of white paper can't be read and blends in with the darkest black velvet. Children are dismissed from school. Workers are sent home from their jobs. That night, it was dark. There wasn't a star in the sky.
Just after midnight, thousands celebrated what was once just a dream.
Gay couples are tying the knot legally for the first time in Connecticut.
And now in the past, court's order immediately ends delays on marriage in these states.
More than half of all Americans now live in a state where gay marriage is legal.
A federal judge has struck down North Carolina's gay marriage ban.
We're going to take you to Alaska now.
Now legal in the state of Idaho.
Wyoming is the latest state.
It's in Montana.
South Carolina. Same-sex marriage officially became legal in the Sunshine State at midnight.
A full-blown civil rights battle in Alabama.
Now 36 U.S. states and the District of Columbia currently allow gay marriages.
In a landmark decision, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that states cannot ban same-sex marriages.
What this means is that it is now the law of the land.
Word yet? Yes.
I know you are.
People share millions of them every day on social media.
In fact, 1/3 of all photos young people take are selfies. But what do they say about self-esteem? Action 7 News anchor Royal Day asked a licensed counselor what could be behind selfie obsession.
Selfies are a phenomenon, an avalanche, if you will, gaining momentum with each arm extension. The world seems obsessed with taking selfies and posting them online. They're most common in Australia, followed by the U.S. and Canada.
Let me take a selfie.
According to Samsung, selfies will account for almost 1/3 of all photos taken this year by people between the ages of 25 and 33. But it's not just younger adults. 40-year-old Ayana Frank is a mother of 3. Her family is tired of her selfie habits.
They have coined the phrase that I'm the queen of selfies. I don't think I am, but that's what they say.
Ms. Frank has 230 selfies on her Instagram account. She even has a t-shirt that says, "Love thy selfie."
Do I really like myself? I think everybody should.
When is this just vanity or a cry for help? Pret says the selfie indulgence may be like a drug. There's a high and ultimately a low.
A recent article in Time magazine takes a sharp poke at the millennial generation. That's the generation born between the 1980s and early 2000s. The cover calls them the me generation and describes them as lazy, entitled, narcissists who still live with their parents. The article blasts young people who constantly post pictures of themselves on Instagram and share every detail of their lives on social media like Facebook and Twitter.